And thanks so much for tuning into the Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth. We are talking about Psalm 137. I will be reading the entire psalm today. It's an interesting psalm as it's referring to Babylonian captivity when Babylon came in and destroyed Jerusalem. And you think, like, Jerusalem, well, isn't that God's chosen people, God's chosen city? Yeah, it actually is. But this was actually foretold. Hundreds of years ago, through the prophets, through the minor prophets, through the major prophets, all of the people were saying, guys, like, you have to turn from your ways. You had to be obedient, and they chose not to. And obviously, whatever the prophets said, with the exile of Jerusalem, of Israel, of Judah, all of those things came to pass. And listen to the psalmist here in Psalm 137. And you notice here that the Babylonians spared no expense here. Verse 1, Psalm 137. Beside the rivers of Babylon, we sat and wept as we thought of Jerusalem. We put away our harps, hanging them on the branches of poplar trees. For our captors demanded a song from us. Our tormentors insisted on a joyful hymn. Sing, sing us one of those Jerusalem songs, they said. But how can we sing songs to the Lord while we are in this pagan land? And so, we might even be thinking like that in our culture today. However, we might think like, oh man, today is such a pagan nation. No, actually, it's not even close to what it was. And when the Babylonians took over, I mean, it was complete anti-God and complete like worshiping of multiple gods. And, sometimes when you're in that environment, actually, probably all the times you're in that environment, you think like, how can I even worship God the Father, when I'm surrounded by such heathens, by such wickedness, by such evil? And he says, if I forget you, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget how to play the harp. May my tongue stick to the roof of my mouth. If I fail to remember you, if I don't make Jerusalem my greatest joy. What is he saying there? He's saying that, like, let me remember all of your goodness, all of your faithfulness. My worship to you isn't dependent upon my current circumstances. And this is the cry of the psalmist's heart right here. Oh Lord, remember what the Edomites did on the day the armies of Babylon captured Jerusalem. Destroy it, they yelled. Level it to the ground, O Babylon. You will be destroyed. Happy is the one who pays you back for what you have done to us. Happy is the one who takes your babies and smashes them against the rocks. Now that might seem pretty harsh, however, that's exactly what the Babylonians did to the Israelites, to the people who were in Jerusalem at the time. I mean, absolutely, completely evil things. But thankfully, we serve a just God. And that's what this psalm is all about. Yes, we will continue to face evil times and we will continue to experience unjustly actions and matters. However, at the end of the day, we serve a just God. And so let's put our faith and our trust in him rather than a system that could be corrupt. Obviously, we kind of know that it is corrupt just because we talked about this on a Sunday morning in the book of Micah about a month ago. Why? Because it's run by man, and that's just, mankind. And you're going to get pride. You're going to get greed. You're going to get arrogance. You're going to get all sorts of sinful behavior when it comes to leadership. And so that's why we have to put our faith and trust in God the Father, who is supreme, who is sufficient, who is all-knowing, all-powerful, and is limitless. And so we know and understand that. Let's put our faith and dependency on him today, despite our circumstances, despite whether we are in a valley or on a mountaintop. He is faithful. Remember yesterday, his faithful love endures forever. Let that be an encouragement to you today. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to tune tomorrow for the Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth.